Hello, welcome to my class. I am teacher Fiona. Today I have another interesting topic for discussion. So if you want to know about the topic, please get ready, get your notepad, and let's dive into the topic. Today our topic is action verbs. Action verbs. Action verbs. Our topic for today is action verbs. Action verbs. So guys, let's learn about action verbs for today. Introduction. Today we are going to learn all about action verbs. We are going to learn about action verbs, all about action verbs for today. So guys, let's move on. Are you happy to learn about action verbs? All right, let's proceed. I have a question. What part of speech shows an action? What part of speech shows an action? What part of speech shows an action? What part of a speech shows an action? What part of a speech shows an action? If you have an idea, put your answer in the comment section. Actions are used to show action verbs. Action verbs are used to show something a subject is doing. Action verbs are used to show something a subject is doing or thinking in a sentence. Action verbs are used to show something a subject is doing or thinking in a sentence. So, if you want to know an action verb, they are used to show something a subject is doing, something that a subject is doing or thinking in a sentence. It is something that a subject is doing or thinking in a sentence. Okay. Action verbs gives us important information about the subject. Now, action verbs gives us important information about the subject. Now, they gives us important information about the subject. Now, action verbs gives us important information about the subject. Now, all right. So, let's move on to the next one. Examples of action verbs. Examples of action verbs. She walks to the park. She walks to the park. Walks is the action verb here. Walks is the action verb here. So it is performing an action. When we say walk, it is an action word. It is a word that when you hear or you see, it is followed by an action, some action. So walk is the action verb. She walks to the park. Walks is the action verb. It is performing an action here. Walk is performing an action here. Example 2. He kicks the soccer ball. He kicks the soccer ball. Kicks is the action verb here. We have another action verb that is kick. Kick. Kick is it is performing an action. So kicks is the action verb here. Kicks is the action verb here. He is the subject. He is the subject. Kicks is telling us a lot about he. He's telling us what he is doing. So what is he doing? He is kicking the ball. So he kicks the ball. Example 3. I think about the question. I think about the question. Think. You are thinking. So you're performing an action in your head. You are thinking. You are performing an action in your head. So think is the action verb. Think is the action verb here. You're performing an action in your head. Though we don't see the action, but you yourself, you know you are thinking. You're thinking. It is in your head. So the action is going on in your head. So think is an action word. Our next example. The bird eats the seeds. The bird eats the seeds. The bird eats the seeds. Eat is the action verb. Eat is the action verb. Eat is the action verb. When we say eat, you perform an action. When you eat, you perform an action. You put something in your mouth and it is an action that you are doing. So eat is an action word. Eat is an action word or action verb. So eat is an action verb. Let's see the next example that we have. The kids swim in the pool. The kids swim in the pool. Swim is the action verb here. Swim is the action verb here. You could see because kids, they are plural, swim, no S. So swim is the action verb here. The kids swim in the pool. It is an action that we see with our eyes when someone is performing them. You could see someone in a pool swimming. So swim is an action word. We see them with our eyes. We see someone performing that action in a pool. So swim is the action word. So quiz time. Which word is the action verb? Which word is the action verb? Olivia studies for the test. Olivia studies for the test. So this sentence, which word in this sentence is the action verb? What is the action being performed here? Put your answer in the comment section. Let's move on to our next quiz. Which word is the action verb? Which word is the action verb? Jackson shares his toys. Jackson shares his toys. Jackson shares his toys. Which word in this sentence is the action verb here? Which word is performing an action here? Put your answer in the comment section for us to know what you learned today. Okay, end of lesson, guys. Friends, we have come to the end of the lesson. Please don't forget,